It is my distinct honor to introduce to you our esteemed keynote speaker for the 42nd University of Makati Commencement Exercises. She is easily one of the most recognizable CEOs of a government institution. But more than that, I believe that she has also come to be one of our most trusted national figures today. Our speaker is indeed the epitome of beauty and brains. She did not only graduated with honors, but received outstanding awards for her scholastic and academic excellence. From elementary to high school, she graduated valedictorian at St. Bridget's College in Batangas City. She took Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy at the University of the Philippines, where she graduated summa cum laude. During that time, only 4 summas in the whole UP system in batch 1989, and she was the only female. In that same year, she was also recognized for overall academic excellence by the International Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. In her graduate studies, she ranked number 2 of the graduating class of the UP College of Law in 1999. She became a member of the Dean's List and Order of the Purple Feather Honor Society of UP College of Law from 1994 to 1999. She became the first female instructor admitted to the UP Department of Philosophy. Since time immemorial, the department used to be an all-male faculty. Being only the second summa cum laude graduate, highest honors obtainable, produced by the department, she was accepted as a full-time faculty member right after she graduated from her AB Philosophy. She taught a wide range of subjects, including philosophy of religion, logic, philosophical reasoning, ethics, and philosophical analysis. During her career in teaching, she actively participated in the coordinating committee on the Philosophy for Children. Adopted from the U.S. Philosophy for Children, the program involved the development of a manual for public school teachers in the National Capital Region regarding logic, philosophy of language, analysis, and epistemology. She received her evaluation grades, high evaluation grades from students and the faculty during her teaching career. In 2001, when she already an assistant professor of philosophy, she moved from the Department of Philosophy to the UP College of Law in order to focus on her teaching in the field of law and later on to private practice. As a professorial lecturer at the UP College of Law from 2001 to 2008, she taught labor standards, legal method, and legal theory. From 2001 to 2004, she was part of the labor group and intellectual property group. As a labor lawyer of the Quesumbing Torres Law Office, she reviewed manuals, rendered advice on general labor laws, sexual harassment law, termination law, contracting unionization, drafts and reviews labor and employment contracts, and litigates labor cases. She also drafted articles relating to labor and employment issues for international publication. As an intellectual property lawyer, she provided legal service relating to technology transfer agreements, franchising contract, trademark registration, business name registration, advertisement reviews, intellectual property litigation, and draft summaries on Philippine law on trademark protection. She also underwent rotation program for 1.5 years, in which she was trained in all fields of law practice. She was trained for corporate commercial law, banking, finance and tax litigation, labor and intellectual property. She also rendered legal service on commercial, civil, criminal, and administrative litigation. She was also exposed to international mergers and acquisitions, renders advice to foreign individuals and corporations on Philippine laws and procedures, assisted investors in establishing corporate entities, engaged in corporate housekeeping, researched and prepared articles and papers for international seminars and publications, attended regular in-house training programs, and reported on current legal issues for in-house professional development. She also participated in government and private committees which are involved in the drafting of laws, including copyright law primer, International Chamber of Commerce 2001, Implementing Rules and Regulation Retail Trade Liberalization, Bureau of Investments 2000, Franchise Bill, Philippine Franchise Association 2000. After her stint as associate lawyer in Kusumbing Torres Law Office, she became the chief legal officer of the Procter & Gamble Distributing Incorporated from 2004 to 2010. Back then, she handles legal issues such as corporate, tax, labor, intellectual property, and government relations. She was awarded then with recognition shares, P&G stock options, which is an honor given to less than 3% of the employees globally. She was given the honor after only 1 year of service. The selection was done by her manager and co-workers in recognition of her significant contribution to Procter & Gamble's success. She has been consistently rated #1 in the legal organization, which calibration is done regionally. So her performance is rated and compared to the rest of her peers. She has been awarded a Global Excellence Award for the creative business solutions that she has advised to her clients. Procter & Gamble sent her to study American and international law in Southwestern University in 2008. I guess her middle name is Excellence because in that 6-week program, she excelled in class and was also elected as president of her class, composed of 88 lawyers from all over the world. Her very impressive credentials and rich work experiences did not go unnoticed and caught the attention of our Vice President Jojo Binay, where she was appointed as the current President and Chief Executive Officer of Pag-ibig Fund in November 2010. Under her leadership, the fund made a lot of headways and improvements, such as segmenting portfolios in the regular housing program and affordable housing program, implemented the lowest housing loan interest of 4.5% for targeted beneficiary, which is the minimum wage earner. The fund became a signatory to the Integrity Pledge, an anti-corruption agreement initiated by the Makati Business Club, the European Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines, and other business groups. The fund is in process of abiding by the new international financial reporting standards as proof of its commitment to transparency and full disclosure. Its financial reporting system is in the process of conversion from generally accepted accounting principles to the new IFRS. The fund also obtained the highly coveted ISO 9001-2008 certification in the record-breaking time of 3 months and 19 days. Pag-ibig Fund is the first among key shelter agencies to get the certification and the fastest among government financing institutions. Because of these numerous accomplishments of the institution under her term, it came no surprise that she receives awards as CEO and Pag-ibig Fund. Asia CEO of the Year Award for Public Sector Leadership 2013, the Outstanding Women in the Nation's Service Award for Government Service in 2013, Outstanding CEO of the Year in the Asia and the Pacific given by the Association of Development Financing Institutions in Asia and the Pacific, Communication Excellence in Organizations Excel awardee given by the International Organization, and nominated and voted as the 3rd People of the Year in 2012. But I guess, and I know, she will agree with me, among those prestigious awards and accolades that she received, her most precious award was when she became a mother to her only child, Jamie Kristen B. Lim, who just like her is very competitive. Jamie is only 17-year-old, who is a worldwide karate champion. On behalf of the University of Makati, I would like to sincerely thank our speaker for accepting to speak before us today despite her busy schedule. Without any further ado, graduates, parents, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a very warm welcome to the President and Chief Executive Officer of Pag-ibig Fund, Attorney Darlene Marie B. Berberabe.
Thank you very much, Dr. Raymond Arcega, for that kind introduction. Yes, I agree that among all the credentials that he has bored you with, I'm proudest that I am a mother to a 17-year-old who's a world karate champion. I would have wanted her to be here para naman po kayo ay masampulan. Ay, hindi po pala. Next time na lamang kapag close na po tayo. Of course, hindi ko po maaaring hindi pa unlakan ang University of Makati at si Dr. Arcega sapagkat ang isa sa aming Board of Trustees ay ang inyong President na si Trustee Tomas Lopez, and si Dr. Arcega is a kababayan from Balayan. At alam niyo naman po, saan po ba sikat ang Balayan? Sa Bagoong Balayan, among others. At ang Bagoong Balayan ay napakasarap po. Dahil alam niyo po ba kung paano ginagawa ang Bagoong Balayan? Yan po ay tinatapakan. Okay. So kaya nakakasiguro po tayo na malinis po ang paa ni Dr. Arcega. And I would like to greet good afternoon and thank you to Dr. Dalisay Bronner, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Ms. Aurora Serrano, Vice President for Admin and Finance, Dr. Elixir Ramos, University Secretary, Attorney Jewel Bulos, our General Counsel, to the deans and directors, to the esteemed members of the faculty, to the graduates, the parents, na kayo po ang bida sa araw na ito. Kaya namnamin nyo na po at maghihintay ulit tayo ng susunod na araw na po'y kayo ang magiging bida. So graduates, proud parents, and loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Congratulations to all of you for a job well done. You have survived term papers, examinations, recitations, different styles and temperament of teachers. Nag-react po ang ating faculty. This is a proud day for the families because your accomplishment as a graduate is an accomplishment of the whole family. Tonight, you will celebrate with loved ones. Tomorrow, when you wake up, you will feel so happy, accomplished, and proud, and rightly so. But soon, you will slip into the routine grind for the day. What's your plan? Study further? Find a job? Have a gap year? Whatever it is, savor this moment, savor this day. As you march on, I hope to ruminate with you on a few guideposts that have helped me tread, as we all continue to tread, the path towards a full and purposeful life. There are many more, but I have prepared only 3 for your pondering as you celebrate your milestone. First, be grateful. This means being thankful for what you have and what you receive. Why is this important? This is important because it properly sets your perspective. It is deciding on where you will focus your energy, on what you have or what you do not have. Now that you have graduated, I hope that you will not forget the people who help you make this happen. Your parents who gave you guidance and all kinds of support, your siblings or friends who help you get by each day and listen to your stories of stress, relatives who helped in making ends meet, teachers who imparted their knowledge and taught you discipline, classmates whose ideas helped shape your own, the security guards who made sure your premises are safe, the maintenance staff who made sure your grounds are clean, and the city of Makati which has funded or subsidized your schooling. Thank your parents for choosing to live in Makati or for choosing to enroll in the University of Makati. When everything is smooth, when you are healthy, strong, when you're on top, it is easy to be impatient, unmindful of the needs of others, insensitive of how others might feel. It is the tough times when one is sick, vulnerable, and needful of the help and understanding of others that humble us, that make us more patient, that make us reach out for the generosity of others. I hope that today, in this moment of achievement, we commit to not having this dichotomous treatment. It is best that when we are strong and on top, when we are in control, we remember this day where we commit to be grateful and humble. Always have a grateful heart. Be thankful for what life gives you, and magnanimous for the good fortune of others. This way, we nurture positive vibes in the hope that such positive energy will multiply exponentially and will fill the world. Let the good energy smother the bad. Let kindness mock and debilitate evil. The power of a grateful heart coming from each of us can do this. Let me share with you a personal experience. I used to be married. We were blessed with one child. I was not successful in making that marriage last. It was a painful separation, but we were able to maintain utmost respect for each other. Last November 28, my ex-husband collapsed due to heart attack. He was in coma for about a month. All doctors gave a very bleak prognosis because his brain was out of oxygen for about 23 minutes. Based on textbooks, 4 minutes without oxygen could give that window of possibility at recovery. Beyond that, it is unreasonable to hope for him to come out of coma. I suddenly found myself in a situation where I could help him, or I could shrug my shoulders, sigh, and say, I am sorry that happened, but we no longer are husband and wife. How did I proceed? I chose to stay and help him. His family members have also designated me to be principally in charge of taking care of him. Now, is this something that I prescribe to all ex-spouses? No, I do not. A lot depends on the dynamics in the relationship or what the relationship used to be. But I share this experience because I believe that the choice to help him came from a grateful heart. I am grateful for my ex-husband's person, of how he was as a husband, how he is as a father to our child. I am grateful for all the help, support, and love he gave me when we were together and when he was stronger. When I was studying law, when I was starting my legal career in the law firm. I am grateful for the beautiful memories that we shared and that part of life that we shared with each other. They are a good part of me. Sure, there were bad times and things did not work out the way we had wanted for us. But I choose to focus on what put us together in the first place rather than on what separated us. He was part of my family and he will always be family. I also choose to remain grateful. I am grateful that I am in a position to help. And I got a bonus. When I was helping, I am humbled by the outpouring of love and help that I was getting in raising funds for his huge hospital bill and medical maintenance for the long haul. I became witness to the good nature of people, how people reach out to help our family come out of this trying time. Helping has in turn helped me become more open, more humble, more thankful. The kindness that you received along your way, coming to this day, pay it forward, give it back to others, and your success will have more meaning and purpose. I hope that you will forever remember the people who help you make today happen. Remember your parents who have sacrificed so much so today could be your day. Even when things change, or when the same people hurt you at some point, be mindful of the times that were good and the times that help you become what you are today. It is best to remain thankful for every help that we received. The world around you will respond better. My second guidepost, be bold. This means having the courage to take risks. Why does taking risks require courage? because it involves not knowing, and not knowing is unsettling. So you have to overcome the fear of not knowing, and you have to take the leap and let your wits, skills, and character go with the flow and find your way to the right direction. When the Vice President offered me to consider the position of President and CEO of Pag-ibig Fund, I was reluctant. First, it was totally outside of my comfort zone. The position is the head of a 5,000 organization. How many people did I have in Procter & Gamble? 1. I thought I am a lawyer and I was a legal manager for a multinational, which means you provide support to a business. You do not head the business. This position is president and CEO. The thought is enough to overwhelm one. Second, since I did not actively seek out for it, it was never in the plan. It is hard to change gears and change routes in the middle of a journey. Third, I did not know anything about housing and finance. It was tough because it will also affect my daughter's life, as we were already preparing for a year for our life in Singapore. 2 choices were before me: a quiet career in Singapore in a multinational that bears a lot of promise in terms of security of tenure and a promise of money, or a life in public service in a field that is totally outside my comfort zone, probably a thankless job at the pleasure of the President and the Vice President of the Philippines. But at some point, it somehow became clear to me: opt for the choice which will touch more lives. Opt for the one that can get the most value out of what I can do and am capable to do. Saan ba ako mas mapapakinabangan? And so I went for public service. Boldly, decisively, I took a leap of faith. I thought that whatever happens, I will learn something from it. If I'm fired, I thought that anyone who can focus, who strives for excellence, who has something positive to contribute in this world, can never be out of job for a long time. I thought that the world will always have a place for someone who is focused to work and determined to not just be, but to stand out. If I chose the safer option of staying in the private sector, I would not have known that I could be a vital part of a leadership team that runs a 380 billion peso corporation with 5,000 employees, that I could implement reforms that had benefited Pag-ibig's now 14.8 million members. I also would not have been hauled to the Senate for investigation. But I embrace it as part of character building and an opportunity to show what public service with integrity and excellence means in our humble organization that is the Pag-ibig Fund. It has been said that taking risks is good. If you win, you will be happy. If you lose, you will be wise. Either way, you take away something that could be of positive use in your life. My third and last guidepost: be gritty. Grit means strength of character, tenacity, perseverance. Now, you are young. You have a lot of time in your hands. The future is for you to take and make. Everyone will face trials, rejection, heartbreak. The challenge of life is how to handle the trials, the rejection, and the heartbreak. Do we stay sad and frustrated and stop trying? Do we stay away from risks? Do we avoid taking chances or taking the leap? Or do we stay on track, learn from the last time, adjust, stay focused on your desire to have a full life, and try again? Psychologist Angela Lee Duckworth has been getting a lot of academic support for her study on grit and success. She said, while intelligence matters, a high IQ is not the greatest predictor of success. Rather, the key is to have grit or determination, the willingness to push through even when the odds are against you, Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future day in and day out, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like it is a marathon, not a sprint. End of quote. To fail, to lose a stake, means that you took a risk. You put some stakes on the line. Failures give you a stinging pain in the chest, but be heartened with the thought that when you get over it, no school or lecture can better teach you how to come out of it stronger and wiser. So it is okay to feel sad for some time, but get on with life and move forward. Focus on things that you can still influence or control, and let go of things that you cannot change. Spend 25% to think of the past, 50% of the time for the present, and 25% for your future. 1/4 of the time to think of what happened, why it happened, of time for self-beating, torture, of reflection, of being brokenhearted. But after giving it some time, pick up the pieces, stand up, and have self-respect. Stand straight and move forward. No amount of tears and self-flagellation can change the past. Think more of the now. What can you do? What can you do now? I say give most focus on the now and give 1/4 of the time to your plans. And when thinking of future, you have to be agile, ready to embrace sudden turns and twists, and get back to the rail when you get derailed. We must learn how to let go of things that do not belong to us. Dear graduates, please do consider these 3 points. Be grateful, be bold, and be gritty. These might help you go through life each day, maximize life's full potential, cap each day with a fulfilled and happy mind and heart, and at the same time, you contribute to making this world a better place. You have attained a proud milestone today. Whatever you will make of yourself, a teacher, a lawyer, a professional, always remember to be a good human being. Be the best that you could become. Graduates, do not just be anyone. Be someone. And be someone that matters positively. Mabuhay kayong lahat at mabuhay ang inyong mga magulang.